Welcome to Benevolent Psychology. If you're new here, we're all about helping you unlock your potential through the power of psychology. To our returning viewers, welcome back. Your journey to self-improvement inspires us every day. Today, we're diving into the fascinating science behind building better habits and how you can implement them for lasting change. Our lives are a tapestry woven from our habits. Think about it. Those seemingly insignificant actions you take every single day, they add up. They create the very fabric of your life, from the moment you wake up to how you interact with others, how you work, how you love. It's all driven by habits. Imagine someone who decides to start their day with just 5 minutes of meditation. 5 minutes, that's it. Now, it might seem minuscule, but this tiny habit, practiced consistently, can completely transform their day. Suddenly, they're calmer, more focused, and they bring that energy into everything they do. That's the power of small habits. They have this incredible ripple effect. And you know what's even cooler? You can leverage this power by stacking your habits. It's like building a tower brick by brick. Let's say you want to start exercising every morning. Don't try to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Instead, stack it onto an existing habit. Connect it to something you already do without fail, like brushing your teeth. So you brush your teeth and boom, that's your trigger to get moving. Maybe do a quick workout. By linking new habits to established ones, you create this seamless flow, making it way easier to stick to your goals. Think about the areas of your life where you crave change. Is it your health, your relationships, your productivity? I bet you can pinpoint at least one small habit you can adopt that will set you on the path to improvement. Remember, even tiny changes, when repeated consistently, can lead to remarkable results. We get so caught up in the grand scheme of things, aiming for this massive overnight transformation, but here's the secret. It's not about making these huge leaps, it's about those small, consistent steps that truly create lasting change. It's about recognizing that those seemingly insignificant actions we take each day, well, they hold the incredible power to shape our destiny. Think about brushing your teeth. It's such a simple act, right? But you do it every single day, and because of that consistency, you maintain good dental hygiene. You don't wake up one day and decide, okay, today's the day I'm going to brush my teeth for hours on end to make up for all the times I didn't. No, it's the daily commitment, that repetition, that makes all the difference. And it's the same with any habit you want to build. Whether it's exercising regularly, eating healthier, or even just taking a few moments each day for mindfulness, it's the consistency that matters. It's about showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, and taking those small actions that move you closer to the life you want to live. Remember, you're not defined by where you are right now. You're defined by the direction you're heading. So, choose your habits wisely, my friend, because they become your life. Okay, let's break down the science behind habits, the nuts and bolts of how they work. Scientists have discovered this elegant three-part process called the habit loop. It's like a neurological feedback loop that drives our behavior, and understanding it can be a total game changer in how you approach habit formation. So, here's the deal. Every habit, from checking your phone 1,000,000 times a day to that morning jog you're trying to make stick, follows this same loop. First up, we have the cue. This is the trigger, the thing that kicks off the entire habit sequence. It could be anything. A specific time of day, a particular location, an emotional state, even another habit. Let's say your cue is your alarm clock going off in the morning. That sound triggers the thought, time to start my day, which leads to the next stage, the routine. The routine is the actual behavior itself, the action you take in response to the cue. So, in our alarm clock example, the routine could be hitting the snooze button 5 times. Come on, we've all been there. Or it could be jumping out of bed and heading straight for the coffee machine. It's the habitual response you've developed over time. And finally, we have the reward. This is the juicy part, the positive reinforcement that tells your brain, hey, that was good, let's do it again. The reward is what makes the habit stick, what makes it worth repeating. It could be a feeling of pleasure, a sense of accomplishment, or even just the relief of stress. So, going back to our alarm clock example, the reward for hitting the snooze button might be those few extra minutes of blissful sleep, even though we all know it's a trap. On the other hand, the reward for jumping out of bed and starting your day could be the feeling of energy and productivity you experience when you conquer your morning. Now, here's where things get really interesting. By understanding this habit loop, You can actually hack the system and reprogram your brain to adopt new, healthier habits. It's like becoming the architect of your own behavior. Let's take the example of building a morning exercise routine. Your cue could be setting your workout clothes out the night before. Seeing those clothes first thing in the morning serves as a visual reminder, triggering the thought, time to exercise. The routine, of course, is the actual workout itself. And the reward, well, it could be that feeling of accomplishment and those endorphins flooding your brain, making you feel energized and ready to take on the day. But here's the key. You can actually enhance the reward by making it even more appealing. For instance, you could allow yourself to listen to your favorite podcast or audiobook only while you exercise. That way, you're not only getting the physical benefits of the workout, but you're also getting to enjoy something you love, making the entire experience even more rewarding. All right, let's get practical. We've talked about the why and the how of habits, but now let's dive into the actionable steps you can take to start building those positive changes into your life. And trust me, it's not as daunting as it might seem. Remember, it's all about those small, consistent actions that add up over time. First and foremost, my friends, start small. I mean it, ridiculously small. We often get tripped up by setting these massive, overwhelming goals that set us up for failure before we even begin. Instead, focus on what I call micro habits. These are tiny, bite-sized actions that are so easy you can't help but do them. For example, instead of aiming to run a marathon overnight, unless you're already a marathon runner, in which case you go, start by committing to just 5 minutes of walking each day. 5 minutes. You can do anything for 5 minutes. The point is to create momentum, to build that consistency that's crucial for habit formation. Once those 5 minutes become effortless, you can gradually increase the duration or intensity. Maybe you walk for 10 minutes, then 15, and before you know it, you're jogging, then running. It's about building that foundation, brick by tiny brick. Next up, we need to make it attractive. Remember the reward part of the habit loop? Well, we're going to use that to our advantage. We're going to tap into the power of positive reinforcement to make those new habits so darn appealing, you'll actually want to stick with them. One way to do this is to pair the new habit with something you already enjoy. Let's say you want to start reading more. Try brewing yourself a cup of your favorite tea or coffee and savoring it while you dive into your book. Over time, your brain will start to associate reading with that feeling of cozy contentment, making it a much more desirable activity. Another powerful technique is to reward yourself for your efforts. Now, I'm not talking about going all out and undoing all your hard work, but how about treating yourself to a small indulgence, like a movie night or a relaxing bath after a week of consistently sticking to your new habit? It's all about creating those positive associations and celebrating your progress along the way. And finally, my friend, track your progress. There's something incredibly motivating about seeing how far you've come. It's like a visual representation of your commitment and dedication. You can use a simple notebook, a habit tracking app, or even just a calendar to mark off the days you successfully complete your habit. Trust me, seeing those check marks or those filled-in squares can be incredibly empowering. It's a tangible reminder of your consistency, and it can help you stay motivated, especially on those days when you're feeling less than inspired. Remember, building better habits is a journey, not a destination. Building better habits is about consistency and small, meaningful changes. Start with one habit today and watch how it transforms your life. For more insights, check out our playlist on personal growth. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly content designed to elevate your mindset and lifestyle.